On May 23rd, my neighbor Rich and I decided that we wanted to ride the New Mexico BDR. We had a good weather window where it was dry down there. We'd seen lots of videos of mud. So we headed off to New Mexico. We hauled our bikes on the back of our pickup trucks. And because of my back, I don't camp and I don't like building fires. I've had property in the mountains, like that's dangerous. But we planned to ride from Sante Fe to Ruidoso onto Truth or Consequences. From there, we'll take the BDR to Glenwood. We'll spend the night. Normally, to go to Reserve. We go north to Fence Lake, stay at an Alpaca Ranch. Then we go to Grants, where I celebrate my 71st birthday. And then, because of some aches and pains, we decided we'd just call it short and go back to Sante Fe from Grants.
Okay, here we are at the Best Western in Sante Fe, and we're going to start our backcountry discovery route in New Mexico, right here. There you go, there's the Best Western. We'll be undoing our bikes here in a few moments. It's before 7 o'clock, and we'll get out of here by, I think, by 8.
So part of our trip, we have left our trucks at the Best Western in Sante Fe, and the manager there was kind enough to allow us to leave them for the 7 days that we are expected to be gone. We also had permission from the Sante Fe Motorsports, a local KTM dealer, to leave our trucks there, but it was so much more convenient having the bikes right in front of the hotel room where we could load and unload our luggage, and they actually let us keep our trucks directly in front of the lobby, so they would be watched over while we were gone. It's a really great place to start a loop on the BDR. And Sante Fe has some really great restaurants, and I think you guys might want to take advantage of it too. It's nice having a comfortable bed before and after you get done riding this thing. Rich and I both have rear-mounted racks, hitch racks on our trucks, which makes it possible for me at my advanced years and achy knees and hips to get my bike off by myself and put it on. So if I'm traveling, I'm not able to put the bike in the back of the truck anymore like I used to when I raced without help. So I think a lot of people are using that method nowadays. It sure did work for us. As you can see how I'm set up on my bike. And now we're getting Rich's bike off, and so we'll start this right off and from the Best Western, and we'll go from there, see what happens. Right now you're watching the Deacon cam, which is mounted on the handlebar, and you can see his goggles. It's always really a cute picture, and it's been functional, but since I got the windscreen put on that he can now hide in behind on the road, I'm not as concerned about bugs, gravel, raindrops hitting his nose, and so he doesn't seem to be concerned either. He'll take them off. So we're going to top off at a gas station just down the street from the hotel, and our typical practice for both Rich and I is that when we pull into a gas station, we'll get our rear ends of the bikes close enough together that one person will fill up the bikes and use their credit card. Here, Rich is actually synchronizing our Cena 20Ss so that we can talk to each other. I didn't have one before, and this was Rich's idea. You'll also see me handing out stickers to folks, which shows Deacon's Facebook page and our YouTube channel address. This guy he's a local and very helpful and willing to give us a map on the New Mexico BDR if we wanted it. So we're going to head back out. We're always having people take pictures of Deacon and I, and that always slows down things. So anybody who ever rides with us, we always slow down the whole pack. So I apologize for that. So we'll head on out and pick it up as we hit the highway. Just so you know that part of me riding with Deacon and Rich has no problem with it either, is we want to avoid all major highways, freeways, where there might be a lot of traffic. The idea is, we like to be on side roads that you see here. We've turned south now, and there's it's just safer. We don't have to drive as fast, and I know it takes more time to get from point A to point B, but it generally is just a nicer ride. And this is today's ride is 200 miles and down to Ruidoso, and we'll make a couple stops along the way. I won't be showing you the whole ride, but just little snippets of different sections as we work our way south, and where we plan on picking up the BDR at Ruidoso. We decided not to do leg 1, which starts at Del City, New Mexico, or is that Texas? I'm not too sure, but it's at the border, because that added 2 more days, because you got to get down there and you got to come back up, and
well, good, we're not a wide load. This is a cool town.
so you'll see us take longer than normal routes, but we'll see Harleys on these routes, because today everything is pavement. And as it turns out, Ruidoso is getting ready for a big motorcycle run gathering down there, and so we're heading out here on Thursday. So we're going to miss most of that weekend traffic.
Other truck's coming down right now.
Okay. I'm just saying, we can take that road. That looks nice.
I know. I'd say go for it. You got the bike to do it, but...
There's a sticker. Put that on your stop sign or something. Here, Deacon.
After leaving Corona, as I was climbing this hill, I went to do an upshift and realized I didn't have a shift lever. And fortunately, Rich, who was behind me, saw it fall off and bounce down the road. And I actually turned around and went back all the way to the gas station and retraced my steps. I didn't realize that Rich had it, and Arsena wasn't talking to one another. So anyway, this is the second time this has happened to me. I had lost it in Baja. We pulled into a motel in St. Veronica in Baja North, and the shift lever just fell right on the ground. So put it back on. This time it fell off again, and I did end up stopping by an AutoZone and getting some blue Loctite, and took it back off and did it all over again. When you travel the back roads, the 2 lanes, you generally go into areas that I think offer better views and stuff to keep your mind occupied and to look at. And they're not as boring as being on a freeway because they're more twisty, turny, and they're going up and down. And it's just a lot more enjoyable. But I would have to say that, my body nowadays is only good for maybe 150 miles. It's getting shorter every year, but we're pulling it off okay on this 200-mile ride today. And one thing I do have on my bike that others may not have is I have a front strobe and I have a rear strobe. And if I see traffic that are turning out to look like they're going to pass somebody on the 2-lane, I turn the front strobes on to try to make myself look bigger than I really am. And I do this for the safety of Deacon, as well as when we're in dusty situations where a Razor, an ATV may be coming up on me really fast, like down in Mexico. And it just gives us a little bit more peace and security. So this road actually here is, we're still on 54, but I think I just passed Zozo, and which you'll see on the coming back up on tomorrow's leg. sad to see the forest fire that occurred in Ruidoso sometime in the past. Most of the hills as we were approaching the heavily forested area were affected by this event.